Hey guys, Foxdrop here, welcome back to another episode of our Road to Masters. Today we are starting the day off at Diamond 485 LP. Last episode we were in our promos and we lost it. And it left us in this game here today. So basically just trying to get back into our Diamond 3 promos and not just get back into them, but actually win them this time. So yeah, like I say, playing Jax in the top lane, someone I wanted to play a bit more of. Learn how to play him, but I'm a little bit inexperienced with him, so I'm lacking knowledge in certain matchups, and you can kind of see here playing versus Rengar, this guy's kicking my ass a little bit. It was a bit difficult to play versus in the lane phase. Yeah, definitely wasn't used to playing versus that. However, having said that, one of the reasons why I wanted to play more on Jax is because I could focus a bit more on the objective plays, right? I could split push a bit more, I could just go for things like that, like pushing down towers and things like that. So that's what I did here. Even though Rengar smashed me a bit in lane, he started roaming. I played more for the objectives. Also, TP plays are things that I want to focus a little bit more on. And as you can see here, I get a successful teleport off as well, which secures us the Infernal Dragon. So, not too bad, honestly, considering I got smashed in lane. Learning how to be useful outside of the lane phase, even when you do get smashed, quite an important skill for Legans, and that's what I'm learning here today. Just in general, really, not just today. And like I say, playing for more objectives, so we've got the tower in the top lane before, now I'm getting the Rift Herald. I think that's, you know, how you say it. And using this Rift Herald as well, because, you know, when you're playing versus Rengar, I think it's nice, really the whole kind of theme for me with climbing this season is like using my brain, you know, actually using my brain and stuff. And playing versus Rengar, you know, he's kind of cheesy in the lane phase, but he's going to be roaming around a lot, right? So just playing to kind of punish him a lot when he does roam, and using that Rift Herald there to get another tower down, really good chisel. And then at a certain point, you just want to teleport and help your teammates out as well. Essentially on Jax, once you get your power spike items, which is just Triforce and Titanic Hydra, then you want to start doing stuff. And I think that's something which is important to do on whoever you're playing, not just Jax, but you want to be getting your power spike, focusing on that, whatever your item power spike might be, but not doing too much before that point, right? So we do a nice little play, getting some fights in top lane, and like I say, today is the objective gameplay today, and we're getting some cheeky old Baron Nashor as well, and Baron Nashor's getting a cheeky old Lulu, but no one saw that, so it's okay. And I was 3-3, by the way, guys, 3-3-1 before this last clip here. And this is all look how much damage you do on Jax. It's so disgusting. I only have 2 items as well. So I finished the game 6-3-1 and 7-3-1 even, and we can pretend like from that scoreline I had an amazing game. Sound good? Yeah, sound good. All right, good. We'll just pretend I'm an amazing Jax. Anyway, not a bad start to our Legans session here. Moving on to game numero 2. And we are playing as Tristana, and we're in our promos again. So this is our Diamond 3 promos once more. There is something I want to say though real quick here about your champion pool in League of Legends. So I got put on my off-roll this game, and the only bot laners I can play are Caitlyn and Jhin, which isn't the biggest champion pool. And when Caitlyn gets banned and Jhin gets picked, I'm now on my 3rd string AD carry, which really sucks. And this is why you want to pick champions that you can actually play when you're playing ranked, especially when you're in your promos. Else you get stuck on things like this, which is literally the first ranked game I've had of Tristana this year, which is not great, honestly. So, we're just going to be playing it really chill, hoping to scale up, hoping to get carried a little bit here. To be fair, I feel like in the late game, Tristana and Caitlyn play moderately similarly, and I actually think, ironically, that I had one of my better games this game playing as Tristana, so maybe it's not too bad after all. Tristana is just like an auto-attack champion, much like Caitlyn is, so it's a similar kind of playstyle. And in this game, the early game was not great. Obviously, as you'd imagine, lane phase, not 100% because I'm not very confident in Tristana. But at some point here, I'm just sitting down bot, trying to get strong. Like I mentioned on Jax last game, you want to play to your item power spikes. In Tristana, it's like 2 or 3 items, and then you're strong and you can do stuff. And what happened this game was I just sat bot trying to farm. The enemy team went to Baron. And we actually stole Baron, won a little team fight there, and then I pushed things down. So I was playing a lot for the objectives here, including suiciding for that tower like you saw there, which may not be worth it, but all in all wasn't too bad. But I'm on, this is like right towards the end of the game, obviously, because it's like 40 minutes in. I've got so many bloody items. At this point in the game, if I lose this game, it's kind of just my fault. But I've also got a Janna to protect me, so especially in the late game, Janna should be standing in a position where she can save me, right? So not necessarily in front of me, but if I'm playing up, then she needs to play up as well. But you can see here, she's nowhere to be seen. Now, that's not Janet's fault. It's my fault for being in a poor position, but holy shit. This is why people say don't like playing with Jannas and they say they're KDA players. This guy averages like 0.7 deaths per game, by the way. He's definitely a KDA player. So that was a little bit frustrating into the game, but ultimately that was just my bad, right? Like, I really want to emphasize that I didn't lose that game because of Janna. That's just me kind of whining, I guess, a little bit. But anyway, we lose our first game in the promos. Not that surprising, considering we're playing something we can't play. And we're playing some Gragas in the Jingle Jangle. A nice cheeky E-Flash gank to get things going. That's what we like to see. Gragas is probably my best jungler right now, so not too bad getting things going with him. We're playing versus Kayn as well. And Kayn, I don't know. I haven't seen a good Kayn yet, so we'll see if this geezer can pull something out of the bag to actually impress me. But, I mean, we're 8 minutes into the game and I'm 1-0-3 and not too bad. Getting some shit going down in mid and in bot lane. This was actually a cheeky little bait as well. Kayn didn't even know I was there. I snuck into the lane bush, and then when he went for the gank, boom, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I cheeky, oh look at that! I didn't even notice this. Holy moly, the flash hook from Thresh, beautiful stuff. All right, that's good. That's a really good start to the game. We have a very, very, very good late game team comp as well with Caitlyn, hyper scaling champion, Victor, extremely good late game as well, and Fiora, who is just 1v1s everyone late game, and if it, can even probably 1v3 late game. Plus, I'm just a tanky frontline, really. So, if we win the early game, we should probably win the whole game. And with Thresh making plays like this, how can you lose? Look at that geezer. He made the flash hook before, and now he saved me on a sliver of health. That's what we like to see. It's beautiful stuff. So, really, all it comes down to now is just not throwing this game away. Not going too deep, just going a little bit chill, but also at the same time, you've got to strike a balance between not going too hard, but going hard enough that you're actually snowballing your advantages, right? And just not letting the enemy team get back into the game. That is something which I'm pretty shit at doing, though. I'm not very good at striking that balance. But once we get some picks onto the enemy team, we see Kayn going down, Ahri going down. Pretty easy time for us to go for the Baron here. And that's exactly what we do. We get the Baron, and eventually we get the win as well. So 1-1 in our promos so far, boys and girls. Here we go. So if we win this one, we are into Diamond 3. We're playing mid lane. We're playing Vladimir. I don't think you've ever seen me play Vlad. Again, the Tristana is a champion who my first buddy game this season, I think. Something like that. Yeah, so you shouldn't really pick champions for the first time in ranked, especially in your promos if you haven't played enough of them. But Orianna was banned away, so I couldn't play her. And honestly, I feel like this is one of the best matchups for me in mid lane. Like, I just farmed the absolute crap in this game. I was playing versus Heimer, who just pushed me really, really hard. I just sustained all the time, and I just farmed. And Vlad in late game is so strong that this just works in our favor, like, incredibly, right? But we had some unfortunate plays going down this game. I actually, like, this is one of those games where I think I had to hard carry this game because we didn't really have much else going for us, honestly, and I kind of just like, I didn't really have the skill to hard carry, so I had to rely on my teammates a little bit here. So fortunately for me, my team was able to do a little bit of stuff, but it wasn't easy, honestly. This was not an easy game, but Vlad certainly in this position could carry, so I just got to make sure that hopefully I can carry. And going for the cheeky old flank here. I mean, I'm so fed this game that just look at that. I jump into the back line, boom, I just one-shot fucking Jhin. My team fighting was, like, I did a lot of damage to people here, and that's just what Vlad does, right? But yeah, we're playing versus another Kayn as well, as you can see, and this guy was actually pretty strong, which is a bit surprising. Yeah, I didn't really see Kayn do anything good in general until this guy came along. But we also don't have a particularly good time of things, and you can see like my Vlad combos are just a little bit off. I didn't use my E before I pulled there, and yeah, ultimately it just wasn't enough. Like, I'm not good enough on Vladimir to carry, and yeah, I just wasn't good enough to win this game, sadly. And that may sound like a depressing thing to say, but honestly it's not really. It just means that I need more practice. Like, considering I had not played that guy like all season, I think it wasn't too bad of a game, honestly. But that was last game. This is this game. We're playing some Kha'Zix in the jungle. This is obviously the broken, busted, lethality, black DUSKBLADE kind of patch 7.14 going down here. So we figured we'd just play some Kha'Zix. Getting cheesed at my red buff is a little bit frustrating, not going to lie, a little bit annoying. I don't like getting killed and ganked in my own bloody jungle. Especially when my top laner lets me get chased for like 10 years and doesn't react. But that's cool because we get the kill anyway, so no worries there. 3-0-2, 11 minutes into the game. Kha'Zix is a really nice carry jungler. What I mean when I say that, kind of straightforward, is he's just so bloody strong at actually dealing damage, right? So you can carry pretty hard on Kha'Zix specifically compared to most other junglers. He's probably the best pure carry jungler in the game, honestly, especially as an assassin, and especially with lethality. You can see I just rushed DUSKBLADE this game, which arguably is not actually an optimal item path. I noticed when I looked up what people were building on him, most actually went like Black Cleaver still, but look at this game. This is just like a highlight reel of me just running around and shitting all over everyone, basically. I mean, I just like absolutely destroyed everyone this game, and it's even more surprising that I was going this hard when my mid laner was an auto-filled support main. And I don't want to flame support mains, but holy shit, they're terrible League of Legends players when they're playing something that isn't support. Holy moly. You do not want to get a Janna main auto-filled onto mid, let me tell you that much. But still, look at this gameplay, guys. 18-1-8. Lethality is just absolutely busted. I'm not even a Kha'Zix player, and I still managed to do this stuff. So if you want to play Kha'Zix, guys, I highly recommend you pick him up, because holy crap, if I can do that stuff, then you certainly can as well. And also, on top of that, not only was that just an amazing, awesome game, but it leads me to getting into my play modes. Again, so 0-0 playing Caitlyn bot lane this time, not Tristana, Caitlyn. That should mean that we play a little bit better, right? Good enough to win the game, maybe? Well, it also helps the fact that we had some trolls in this game on the enemy team. Really annoying, actually, to have this in ranked. Like, look at my face cam. I'm bored as fuck. Like, this is not fun. Like, I know you just want to win and stuff, but I want to. It's like cheating to win, honestly. Like, you're cutting corners if you get wins like this, and it's like I want to climb because I'm good enough to win, and I've improved, and I've learned a lot, and all that stuff. Getting wins like this is just irritating, honestly. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it's more irritating to lose like this. It's frustrating, but this isn't a rewarding win at all. So, yeah, bit of a boring game, this one. Yeah, just nothing else to say. This does mean that we are 1-0 in our promos now, though, so we only need to win one more and we do get promoted. If we've been in these promos like 3 or 4 times in 10 games, then I feel like we're getting close to getting promoted at least, right? And I definitely feel like all the games that we've played, we could have got promoted if we played a little bit better. So, playing some Lee Sin, guys, my signature champion. A lot of you guys probably actually came to this channel because of my Lee Sin. I don't play him as much anymore because Gragas is easier, but I still like playing him, and I definitely default back to him as a comfort pick every now and then. And a good start to the game, although the enemy team got first blood, but we still managed to pick something up here, and then we're going on into the mid lane to get something going down here as well. But you've got to be careful chasing this far in case the jungler shows up, which he does. But I still think we can get this one. Just about. Almost, just about. Then this Kane jukes the crap out of me. Look at that. I just got juked the fuck out of him because I chased so hard. The enemy team knows exactly what's going down here, and they collapse here as well. So I just got absolutely played by that geezer. But something which I really liked about this game here was the fact that I was really paying attention to the map, and I was like looking and seeing what was going down, where Kane was specifically, so I could make moves around the map, moves around the jungle to kind of punish him, because I don't know, I just have no respect for Kane as a champion pick. Like, he's just so weak, right? So I'm just going to abuse that as Lee Sin, who's very good in this stage of the game and is very strong. Just abuse that shit. This is one of my weirdest deaths, I would say, this season. Like, you can tell by my expression, I don't know what's going on. I don't really understand how I died there. Like, that's... What were they doing there? I don't know. Anyway, I said I don't have any respect for Kane. But he kicks my ass here, so maybe I should have some more respect for him. That's why you're playing against a new champion. You don't really know how it works. So having a death like that is actually really good, as weird as that sounds, because it means that you do get to you learn about how the champions work and which situations you can you can play into, learning the matchups and stuff like that. But still, even if he kills me once, it's not enough to stop me, because I'm still making the 6 sexy plays, getting the rift held, playing for a nice dive here as well. We had a very tanky team this game with Alistair and Gragas, so a nice well-balanced team, honestly. A nice early game jungler to help get our team ahead. Lanes that were easy to gank, but also a really nice late game with Cassiopeia, and a huge front line if it came to making picks and going for team fights as well. And this may look like deja vu that editing mistake left this clip in. No, I didn't. We just got Baron twice this game. So this is the second Baron of the game here. But yeah, we were pretty in control of this game, honestly, and eventually it leads to the fortunate position of, well, firstly, I buy a Duskblade, so there's that. I'm just like, whatever, it's to buy a Duskblade this game. It's so strong, so broken. We get a Duskblade and we win. Surprise, surprise. So busted. So there it is, boys and girls. It took us a while, but we got into our Diamond 3. There it is. We've done second stint in Diamond 3 this season. But there it is, boys and girls. There it is. So I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Oh, sorry, the Road to Masters here. The several gameplays, the extended gameplay highlights. And yeah, if you did like it, feel free to give me that cheeky thumbs up. You can subscribe to me for more League of Legends content. And you can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, and keep streaming. Twitch.tv/Foxdrop. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. It's goodbye from me and goodbye from Shadwell as well. He's asleep right next to me right now. And I will see you in my next video.